How is everyone doing? I'm Matthew Watt and I hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy and staying positive, alright? I am going to be doing a really cool little demonstration today and a little tutorial for you guys. It's going to be just creating beachy hair, how to style hair in the salon. It's probably one of the most requested styles that clients want. They see it on Instagram. So I am going to be doing that. I've got my nice little model here and we're going to be going through styling and that beautiful beachy look that really shows off balayage. Absolutely gorgeous, okay? So what we're going to be using, I'm going to be using like a medium wand. So that's it there. If anyone's got any questions after this, let me know for exact sizes. It's a medium wand, alright? I always tend to go for a wand when doing this. We're going to then use the Cune hairspray. So this is a really flexible one. It is the freestyle spray. Absolutely love it. So we're going to be layering this up on the hair throughout styling it, and that will give us that little bit of a foundation for the hair to set and the hair to sit exactly where we want it to go, and also for it to last, alright? And then a wide tooth comb. Using the YS Park one, love this, but any wide tooth comb. You can also use, you can use a vent brush, you can use sort of paddle brush, but I like to use the wide tooth comb, alright? So, I'm going to stop boring you now, I'm going to get on with it. This is how I create beachy hair. So guys, sectioning is mega simple for this, alright? All we are doing is taking a section from the parting to behind the ear, and that is on both sides, okay? Obviously keeping the sectioning mega neat is super important, but as far as that is the sectioning, okay? We're then going to go in, starting at the back here, and then we're going to be taking sections, working up the head, alright? So, let's get started. So the first section has been taken, a couple of centimetres depth, and then what we're going to do, two subsections here, split it in the middle, and then, as a case, we're wrapping the hair around, having it at a slight angle, and then it's just waiting, letting that sort of do its thing. So we always say that also sort of between 7 and 8 seconds roughly is plenty of time for the hair to change shape. So I'm now onto the wider part of the head. It's the third section bit that we've taken. And so what we've done is subdivided this part into 3 sections, okay? Really important this. We've done this side and this side obviously, and then the middle bit, we're then going, instead of doing it the normal way, I'm then going to do it the opposite direction, okay? So we're putting it over it instead. And just holding it at that bit more of an angle. So the reason that I like to do it on this section is because if you do it all the same way, once it's brushed out, it just looks a bit false. So by putting the odd one in, especially in the middle sections, it gives you that more natural feel at the end. So again, we're holding on the same amount of time. And it's these little things and little tips that will make your looks, when you come to taking photographs of them, people posting it will make that little bit difference, okay? So again, we're placing it down. So you can see that's going in the opposite direction now. And then, bit hairspray, and we're going to mist it over those sections. So we're on the next section. We've subdivided it into 3 sections again, but this middle section that we're going to do is going to then be going back over the way and back the way we've been doing it normally. So although we use that previous section to go against the grain to break it up, we don't want every section in the middle going that way, because again that will create too much of the same kind of look when it comes to the end. So back to normal. The next section, we'll do it back going the opposite way, and then we'll finish this back section the normal way, alright? So, this is how the back looks just now. We finished the whole back section, and it does look almost like too much of a curl just now. But that is what we want, because we need lots of room to then brush it out, tease it a little bit, and give it that beautiful airy beachy look, alright? So, I always say to clients, don't panic when you see the curl. We are going to be brushing it out, alright? But that's how the back should look before we brush it out. We're going to go onto the front and the sides now, alright? So we're onto the first section at the front here. We've taken about an inch, slightly thicker sections here, because I don't want, although we're going to be brushing it out, I still don't want as much of a curl through this area. So a reasonably thick section, and then again we're wrapping the hair around the wand, being very mindful of your client's ears here. And then once I've wrapped it around, I do just sort of angle it down the way a little bit, okay? It's not essential, but I just think it gives it a nice, sort of, nice finish at the end. So we've done a couple of sections now working up here, and then again when the head becomes a bit wider, we could do this probably in one section, okay? It is possible, but I like to split it into 2. Having this section slightly thinner, and that's because on these sections around the face, and this is where the money piece comes in with balayage, etc. what we like to do is go the opposite way here, okay? So you can see we're doing it the opposite way from what we have been doing. The reason for that is it's just going to showcase any shaping around the face, and it's going to give clients that Instagram look that we all know they talk about, alright? There we go. And then we're back onto this one and doing this one the normal way, okay? Also, because the section's slightly smaller, you can get away with having this on for slightly less time because there's less hair. Next couple of sections are going to be the exact same. So we're on to the second side now. We're working up, we're at the wider part of the head. So again, we've split this into two sections, okay? This section is going to be the slightly bigger one, and for this one, the hair is going under first, then we're wrapping it around, and again we're doing the exact same as on the other side because we want this area to be coming back the way and showing off beautiful colour, beautiful cuts, okay? The second subsection will be back to the normal way, going over first, and again because there's less hair, less time on the wand. I hope you've enjoyed this so far, okay? So we've waved off the hair. You can see here that it's got quite a curl to it, and as I said, always explain to your clients that you are going to be brushing this out. I would always much rather the hair have a bit more of a curl to it, and when we brush it out it's perfect, than if it's too much of a wave, you brush it out and it's almost straight, okay? So what I am going to do, this is a really important bit as well when you come to brushing it out. We've got the wide tooth comb, we're ready with this. So instead of just brushing it out in one go, I tend to like to do it in sort of sections, okay? So what we're going to do is we're lifting the hair up, taking rough sections, and then we're combing it out, okay? So you can already see how that's dropping and looking beachy. And again, we can obviously brush this out more than once. You can do it as much as you want to get that final look, okay? So you can see already, really starting to take that nice beachy shape. So the last section on this side, brush that down, and as I say, you can go back into this if you want to. Looking good though. And then exact same here, so you can see here with the light is not 100%, but we can see how this has got a lot more curl to it here. And this side is beautiful and beachy, okay? So, back to the brushing out. Exact same again, section, we're brushing it, okay? Or combing it, I suppose, technically, since it's a comb that we're using. And again, this is a moment where clients really start to love their hair. And also it's very important to continue to look in the mirror when you're doing this, if you're doing this in the salon, because it's a very visual thing. Some bits you'll want to brush out more than others. And what is very important is what we don't want to happen is it to be like individual waves or individual curls. We need to bring it all together. So you can see here, it's looking good. And then, I've done the front first because I wanted you guys to see exactly what I'm doing first, and there's no editing here, it's genuinely brushing this out at the same time you guys can see it. And then through the back, I'm just going to do the exact same, okay? We're taking the sections, we're brushing it out. There we go. Obviously I would maybe be slightly more gentle with clients' hair, and their hair would obviously, after you guys have been doing it, would be in better condition than this. The doll said we all know what the hair can be like on these. So there we go. So before I brushed this out, I gave it a little mist with hairspray. But now is at the point where we've got the finished look. You can see, so this area here, see just at the ear, this is wanting to split, just the way the doll set is. So again, if it was a client, you'd be brushing that out, and you can see there, okay? And again, this side. So once we've done that, once you've got the final look, we're back to the hairspray again, and we are then just... Another great product to use for this is a like a dry wax, a spray wax, a nice sort of texturising spray. But this hairspray is absolutely perfect for it, okay? I hope everyone loves this final look. It's absolutely gorgeous. Your clients are absolutely going to love it, I promise you. What we're going to do, quick recap just now. So we're working up the head. When we get to the wider part of the head, the middle sections, we're reversing and alternating each one working up, okay? And that breaks up the waves going throughout that back section. Throughout the front and the sides, we're working up normally. And then once we get to the wider part again, the section that we subtake round the hairline is going to be reversed and under the wand, and then the other section will be over the wand as normal, and that gives us beautiful shaping around the face. The exact same on both sides, okay? Each couple of sections, we're using a hairspray to just sort of apply and build up that foundation and build up the hold. We want to use a flexible hairspray, so we're using the Kuhn Freestyle Spray, which is absolutely perfect. And then we're using a wide tooth comb, taking sections and combing it out. I hope you all love it. I know I do, I'm happy with it. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. Drop me a message. Stay safe, stay good, and I will see you very soon.